This is going to be a short crash course on where to start with your self-development journey and start to drastically develop into that version of yourself you know you're truly capable of. This is going to be super short and super actionable, so make sure you have your notepad in front of you and be ready to write some stuff down and implement immediately right after this video. Step number 1, define your ideal. Define your dream life, define your max potential. So I don't care how old you are, whether you're 20 years old or 40 years old or 70 years old, define what your dream life looks like according to how you see it right now. Define what the max potential is. Define the relationships you want, the finances you want, the career or business you want. Define the positive impact you want to create in the world. Define the fulfillment you want to have, the experiences, etc. Don't worry about what your friends are going to think or what your family might think. This is a conversation between you and you. Okay, define a reality that really excites you, your dream life, your max potential. If you could snap your fingers and just have anything you want, experience whatever you want, what would that be? Give yourself 1 minute, give yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes to write this down. Don't shortchange yourself time-wise on this activity because this is very important to define. So pause this video and define your ideal. Number 2, define the version of yourself that you see within that reality. And so picture that reality, whether you're picturing a screenshot from conducting a certain business meeting or flying on a private jet or having a conversation with your dream partner. What version of yourself exists within that reality? How do you talk? How do you walk? How do you feel? How do you think? What is your body like? What is your energy like? What is your aura, your charisma like? Define the version of yourself that you would have had to become in order to create that reality that exists within that reality. Pause the video, define that version of yourself. Number 3, define the highest leverage short-term areas of development that are most urgent. And so considering that version of yourself that you just pictured within that dream reality and thinking about the current version of yourself that exists watching this video, what do you need to develop first and foremost? For a lot of the men that apply for our self-development program, the thing that they need to focus on first and foremost is their health and fitness. Because if you're dealing with health issues, if your energy is low, if your confidence is low, if you're gonna die an early death, then you will not be able to max out your true potential, right? So a lot of people need to start there and take control of that first and foremost. But maybe it's something else. Maybe you have very limiting beliefs or a limiting self-image, and you need to start rewiring yourself. And maybe some of your habits, maybe you have an addiction to porn or to social media or to food that you need to address, right? Whatever it is for you, define your low-hanging fruit, the areas of your self-development that you need to focus on first and foremost. To get to the version of yourself that's existing within your dream life, there's 1,000 different things that need to happen. But for right now, you don't need to focus on all of them. Just focus on 1 to 3 of the most major short-term areas of development that you need to conquer immediately. And oftentimes you know what that is for you very quickly after asking yourself this question. You probably already know. So pause the video and define what those are. Number 4, create a short-term action plan to address those issues. This doesn't mean 180 your entire lifestyle and commit to a whole bunch of things and to take drastic measures. This could literally just mean committing to very small daily habits or weekly habits or certain initiatives. Make the commitment specific and feasible, something you can start doing today. Okay, step 5, schedule a check-in with yourself every 7 days for the next 4 weeks. You're gonna hold yourself accountable over the next 7 days to see how you did over the previous 7 and make any adjustments that are necessary to reflect on how it's going, to recommit if you fell off, to analyze any flaws in the strategy, and just to make sure that you're progressing towards that version of yourself you know you need to become. And then after the 30 days, have a bit of a bigger reflection saying like, okay, how am I doing here? What did I do well? What did I mess up on? What areas of my development do I want to continue focusing on? What do I want to change here, right? And have a bit of a more bird's eye view reflection with yourself to continue your self-development journey. Just give yourself this nice 28-day kickstart to get the ball rolling. Last but not least, why? And this is honestly up for you to decide, like why you want to do this, why you want to develop yourself. I can tell you my why and my driver, and that is that when I think of the version of myself at 100 years old, 150 years old, on my deathbed, looking back at my life, if I look back at my life and regretted not becoming my elite self, not maxing out my potential in life, feeling like I just lived an average life, feeling like I didn't really do what I was meant to do, that would be the most painful form of regret I could possibly imagine. And so a lot of why I do what I do to develop myself and my daily habits and deploying the discipline is to avoid that pain of that regret. And I know that any amount of pain that I endure on the process, the pain of discipline, the pain of pushing myself out of my comfort zone, the pain of putting myself on the line, the pain of risk, the pain of setback, the pain of perseverance, I know all of that pain is much less than that pain of regret I would feel if I didn't. And so maybe you can relate to that, but either way, write down why you must become this version of yourself. Why must you create that ideal in step 1? Why must you become your elite self that you define in step 2? Why must you develop in these short-term areas that you define in step 3 and 4? Why do you want to do this? How would it positively affect your life if you did? How would it negatively affect your life if you didn't? Get real specific and real deep with these answers, because this why that you're defining is going to act as potent psychological fuel to help you carry on with the journey. And so make sure you spend time on each of these steps if you haven't already. This is some of the highest leverage clarification you can do for yourself in your life. And I hope this roadmap to how to start your self-development journey helped you out a little bit. Hope it gave you some clarity. Hope it gave you some momentum. If you end up defining these things and starting to take action, feel free to comment down below what you defined, or at least what your 28-day Kickstart is going to look like. And then feel free to comment down the result of it after 30 days as well, just so you can hold yourself accountable to the community, and also let me know how you're doing and give me a bit of a progress report. Again, I hope this video was useful for you. Subscribe for more videos like this if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.